over the weekend, which was about, you guys know Riley Gaines, who is the incredible female, an actual female who swims in races. She's done it for years. She was one of the best swimmers in the entire country. And then she was repeatedly beat by the boy. What was his name again? Who actually kept the penis, Leah Thomas. And Connor always believed that was the Connor theory, that Leah Thomas, that's the boy, was using the penis as an extra propeller to win these things. No, it's the Connor theory. It was your theory. I'm not going to take credit for it. Anyway, check out this tweet from Riley Gaines. She's retweeting the Minnesota State High School League softball and meet Champlin Park, the class quadruple A softball state champion for 2025. And of course, the pitcher happens to be a boy, which did not work out that well for the girls. And Riley retweeted that and said, comments off LOL, to be expected when your star player is a boy. And now here's what started this thing going, catching fire over the weekend. So Simone Biles, and Simone, you may remember her, she was an Olympic gymnast, or I guess she is an Olympic gymnast. She has just decided to take the wrong side of the woke thing. This is a girl who beat girls. When she was doing gymnastics in the Olympics, she always beat actual girls. Riley Gaines is a girl who lost to a boy. Here is Simone Biles on that. Riley Gaines, you're truly sick. All of this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports, but instead you bully them. One thing's for sure is no one in sports is safe with you around. And so she got basically wrecked on Twitter because people have had it with this. If trans people want to have their own, there aren't enough of them anyway. But if you want to have your own leagues and your own divisions, I suppose that's fine. The other version of this would be, if you think that there are no biological differences between boys and girls, then let's not have boys and girls sports. It was the girls, it was the feminists that always wanted to make sure that girls' sports could be funded, right? That girls would get the access boys have. But now it's the feminists who are saying boys should be allowed to beat girls in sports. So how about we just have none of that? We could end the WNBA too, right? It loses a ton of money every year. How about we have no girls' sports and we make everything an absolute meritocracy? And there will be virtually no girls playing in high school sports. There will be no professional girls' sports leagues because even the girls' Olympic soccer team got crushed by, what was it, a 15-year-old boys team? So if you want to do it that way, but instead it's framed, of course, Simone Biles, you're framing it as if Riley Gaines is just bitter. And she might be a little bitter because a boy beat her, not a girl. Anyway, she responded to Simone and said, "This is actually so disappointing. It's not my job or the job of any woman to figure out how to include men in our spaces. You can uplift men stealing championships in women's sports with your platform. Men don't belong in women's sports, and I say that with my full chest." Is that a boob joke? Did she make a boob joke there? Was that a boob joke? I'm not sure. My good friend Sage Steele, who's been on the forefront of all of this, she retweeted the crazy thing that Simone Biles said, and she said this: "Easy to say this, Simone Biles, when you only had to compete against fellow women. Every one of your Olympic medals came from competing against fellow women. Riley Gaines was not only forced to compete against a man, but forced to share a locker room with that man. That is sick. Shocked, disappointed that you'd attack another woman who'd done nothing but uplift other women. If you think it makes sense to create a league for trans people, go for it. Use that huge platform of yours. But to attack Riley for what she has done for little girls who want to be the next Simone Biles is sick." I love Sage, and she's just absolutely the best. And of course, that is right. Simone Biles is trying to guilt her basically into creating the trans league, but why don't you do it? And it is kind of funny because your opinions on this might be a little bit different if a boy had made it so that you couldn't get on that Olympic team.